Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this video about progressive overload. Let's make this short and sweet, but I think it's very important to understand what progressive overload is, as it is a concept that we'll be using for our workouts. Progressive overload is the idea of systematically and gradually increase the intensity or the volume of our workouts over time so we can actually build muscle mass. So we can do that in three different ways. We can increase the repetitions or the number of sets that we're doing in the workout. We can increase the weight that we're using for an exercise, or we can decrease the rest time, so to shorten the rest between the sets. Important to understand that as you get stronger, your workouts are becoming more challenging, but that doesn't mean that it's becoming harder because you're getting stronger as well. It's just that we are giving your body the time to adapt so you can add more weight progressively and then build muscles in the long term. So how do we get started with progressive overload? We want to start light, especially if you're new to the gym or if you're starting a new routine. Super important. If you're completely new to the gym, your muscles have never been under that much stress. So even if it feels like it's very light, take even lighter than you think you need, because you'll be very sore just because it's a lot of stress at once. If you've been to the gym already, but you're starting a new routine, it's also important to take it light the first week, because doing different exercises in a different order, it's just gonna hit your body differently. So you also want to be aware of that. You want to pick a weight that is challenging, but that is also doable. So that's going to be your baseline for your future workouts. And I'm going to discuss that in just a second. So again, the first week should feel easy. You want your muscles to get used to the new exercises. Also yourself, you want to be discovering, making sure that you get the movement right. Just keep in mind that you might feel sore initially, okay? Because your muscles adapt. Like I said, it's a lot of stress all at once. That's why actually you get sore. But if you apply progressive overload properly, then you shouldn't get sore throughout the program. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. They think they need to be sore in order to get results. But an efficient workout is not about soreness. Actually, you really shouldn't see any soreness throughout the program because you are progressively increasing volume and intensity. So here's how it's looking in the app. So you will see that there will always be written a range of repetitions under the exercise. In this case, we have the lat pull down, so we can see there's 8 to 12 reps. So what does that mean? With progressive overload, the idea is that you're going to start with the lowest number of reps that's indicated. In this case, it would be 8 repetitions. You would try to find a weight that is doable but manageable. And then you'll do 8 repetitions with that weight. Let's say it's 15 kg. Then you'll do all the sets with these 15 kg, okay? And then the next time, perhaps the next week you're doing that workout, then you're going to increase to 9 repetitions. Just keep in mind that in the app, you can see the history of what you've been, how much weight you've been using before. So every time you do that workout again, you'll add a repetition. And then once you are at 12 repetitions, the next time you'll go back to 8. So you'll go back to the lowest range, but you're going to increase the weight. So you're either increasing weight or you are increasing repetition. Hope that makes sense. A few more tips about how to get started and all. So again, you want to choose a way that is doable, but still challenging. So if the first week you notice that actually it was maybe too light, then you may, of course, skip some repetitions or some weight and then start your progressive overload from there. We want you to be a bit of like to rate your exhaustion to like a 6 out of 10. So that's what we call rates of perceived exertion, RPE. And so basically I would say you kind of have still 4 reps in store that you could have done. So it shouldn't be completely exhausted at the end, but you should feel it. Just so you know, usually women pick heavier weights for lower body exercises than they would for upper body exercise. So if you're doing a 40, 50 kg squat, you're most likely not going to do a 50 kg bench press, okay? Compound exercises, those are the exercises that are going to recruit a lot of your muscles. So we're talking about squats, we're talking about bench press, hip thrust, those kind of exercises. Then you can lift heavier weights with those because you're using more muscles. But then the exercises that we call isolation exercises, like a bicep curl, is only going to target your biceps. And therefore, you're probably going to lift less weight with that. So again, start with lightweight also because I want you to get the movement right before you actually increase the weight, just to make sure that you also are lifting in a safe way. So then on the right side of the screen, I'm talking to you about how to log into the app. It can be a bit confusing sometimes. So when you are putting the weight that you're using, if you're using a barbell, then you need to put the entire weight. So the weight of the barbell itself and then the plates that you're adding. So usually a barbell is about 20 kg and then you add the plates on both sides. So let's say you add 5 and 5, you'll be at 30 kg. Some gyms have pre-stock barbell. It's either written on the barbell itself, like 15, 20, 25 kg. Sometimes you still have to put it yourself. Always best to ask the gym how much the bar weighs, so you know what will be your total weight. What differs though is when using dumbbells. When using dumbbells, let's say you have 5 kg in each hand, then technically it's a total of 10 kg. But I want you to actually write the weight that you're using for one dumbbell. So in the app, you'll be putting 5 kg as your working weight. And then if you're using machines that are using stacks, for example, then you can just write down the number that you see on the stack. And sometimes it differs from one gym to another. So again, best that you can just keep training in the same gym because you'll be the most consistent this way. That's it. I promise to keep it short. If you have any questions, reach out to me by DM. You can always also interact in the community. Hope you like this video. Let's get stronger together.